Hello everyone, this is Dorrani and Kelsey from VG247.com and we have been playing Valorant's brand new map. It's their 8th map called Pearl, and Kelsey is going to tell us all about this new map, and then I'm going to give my thoughts and impressions. She's going to give her thoughts and impressions, and we'll just go from there. Kelsey, what's up? Firstly, how are you? And then tell us about this map.
I am great, and yeah, Pearl is the latest addition to Valorant. It's based off Portugal. It's even got handcrafted elements from Portuguese artists. I really like the whole thing that Valorant are doing, where they're trying to like involve as many communities as possible.
Yeah.
And as far as maps go, Pearl is probably the one that has the most life. Yeah. To be fair, it's beautiful. But yeah,
I think it feels good, right? The map feels good, in my opinion. Any map after Fracture was always going to be good because Fracture is horrendous. Split has been rotated out, but really and truly, Fracture should have been rotated out. Split has been taken out for esports reasons because I love it when games do this, right? They know who their audience are. They know people enjoy that competitive spirit, and everything that we play in our competitive games is trying to simulate the esports scene for the game. So Split is going because of it's like the pick bands. No, not pick bands.
Yeah,
it's like the
they do best of fives and they have to ban 2 maps, so prevents any repetition.
They're 1 map over now of the 8th. So I'm just gonna fly through my notes here, really, and you can just chime in and then you can give your notes as well. So the map feels pretty standard. Every map before it has sort of like a gimmick. Fracture has the massive zip lines. Breeze has the zip lines as well. Bind has teleporters. You know what I mean? Every map has something, but this map, it feels quite standard. There's no gimmicks. There's certain points. I'm not sure if you're feeling. Did you play Counter-Strike? Have you played any Counter-Strike?
I've played a bit Counter-Strike, yeah.
So do you know the maps Inferno and Cobblestone?
I do not. I only know like Dust.
Dust. Everyone knows Dust.
I know Dust, and that's about
Rush
it.
B on Dust. Yeah. So it's actually funny because the map designer for Dust in CS:GO, he works on the Valorant maps now. That's what
that doesn't surprise me whatsoever because so many of these map layouts look so similar to the CS:GO map layouts. And I've noted that people have noted made comparisons between Pearl and one of the CS:GO ones, which I don't know the name of, but I'm sure you do.
Yeah, so you get a bit of like Inferno. So Inferno is a map in CS:GO, and then the A site sort of reminds me of like Cobblestone as well. It's not a big important thing, but if you play CS:GO, you will see those sort of like hints to it with the way it's designed. So B site feels really good. There's really long sight lines, so it's Vandals, Operators, Guardians. They will do absolute bits here. You will get your head taken off at such a long range. The middle of the map is like a maze. I know when you said this map is quite confusing, right? And I think you're talking about the middle part, right?
Yeah.
The middle part is it is just chaos. It is chaos.
The way they described it in the cinematic was that it's full of cozy corridors.
Yes.
And I quite like that. There is a lot of tight-knit sort of corridors and halls, and it does feel as though even on site it feels as though enemies can come from so many different areas. So it is one of those maps that's it's going to require so much teamwork to actually make sure every available angle is covered in a post-plant situation. Yeah,
you said there's loads of angles to check. In that middle bit, you have to be looking everywhere. There's a lot of like 50-50 checks. There's going to be a lot of you peeked out this way and you just like it feels like a gamble sometimes, which it's going to take a bit more playtime for me to fully understand all of the angles that can be checked, but at the moment it feels like there's a lot of 50-50s in there. But we were getting flanked quite a bit. There was a lot of flanks, so maybe on this map you might have to double up with sentinels. There's a whole load of flank routes.
This map is going to be a great one for duelists with all the different sight lines you can hold, but it is going to be a map that is, I hate to say it, but it's probably going to be like a let's run 2 duelists on this one to make sure everything's locked down, because keeping control of those sites is going to be quite difficult. I think without a good team on board, this map's just going to feel like a bit of a free-for-all.
So that middle part, the middle section of the map, as soon as the spawn barriers come down, you're basically looking at the enemy. So if you want to fight, if you feel like you're fragging out, go to the middle part of the map. It reminds me of a Haven from like, you would say like mid window to like B site. It reminds me of that sort of engagement. The A site is a lot more confined. It's a lot more confined, even on the approach. It's It's nowhere near as open and wide as
I like A-site. A-site feels like there's a lot of A-site feels like there's a lot of corners you can kind of go and hide in post-plant, and there's also in between A flowers and A secret. I'm getting used to the map callouts now. There's that little window that you can hop onto and hop through it. That is going to be very good for catching people out. It's caught me out.
That's good for rotations. That's good for rotations. That's towards the CT site.
Mentioning rotations, I noticed that when the plant has been, when the spike's been planted, even rotating feels like it takes forever. You can accidentally go the wrong way and suddenly your 10-second rotate has become 30 seconds. But even then, rotating in general just feels long. It feels like if you're on the wrong site when that spike is planted, you're gonna be struggling.
Yeah, absolutely agree. A site definitely more confined. It is phantoms, specters, way tighter. You said there's a lot of places for people to hide. You are absolutely correct. There's so many places to hold from. But for example, right, those big ultimates, Killjoy, Lockdown, Breach, Rolling Thunder, Fade's Nightmare, you will hit every single person on the site. It's unlike Ascent Breeze. If you're using those big ulties, there's going to be gaps like towards the back of your ultimate. Players can hide and still hold the site. This, you can hold it easy.
I noticed last night there was the Brimstone ultimate was coming in clutch in a lot of scenarios for catching off those like two or three leftover agents that are just kind of like trying to approach A and they're in a corner. Those ultimates are going to feel a lot more powerful.
Those ultimates, right? All of these massive ultimates, you might be best to just give people the site. You might be best. So if you're defending, give them the site and retake it, because this map, like you said, there's a lot of places to re-engage from. Retaking, it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like they're gonna know exactly where you are, or you're limited with your choices to approach. But all in all, Pearl feels great. I think it's gonna be a welcome addition. Once people get used to it, people are gonna love it. If you're a crack shot, go to B site. If you want to get close, no, I've done that wrong. If you want to get close, go to A site. Feels good. No other thoughts from me, Kelsey?
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful map. I think it's going to receive a much warmer welcome than Fracture did, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are still going to find it confusing, and it's going to be one of those maps that will take a while to get to grips with. It's beautiful, and it feels like a lot of fun. There's so many places to hide that there's just so many opportunities to catch people out, and that's one of the best parts of any match.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
I'm happy with it.
Absolutely. Loads of opportunities on this map, and I can't wait to see what the pros do with it. I can't wait to see all of the lineup guides, the best hold spots, everything. So right. That has been Dorrani and Kelsey from v247.com. Make sure you check out the website. We've got articles for Valorant. We've got some map guides, loads of other stuff. Bell notification on YouTube, all of that good stuff. Peace out, everyone.
See you later.